What's up, guys? Jay back again with Trench Collectibles, and we're doing another eBay Comic Con unboxing and shipment review. This is another Batman lot. I think we got 44 in this one. I paid $36.59 divided by 44. Paid about 84 cents a piece of comic on this one. I don't think it's any one particular series, just a mixture. Random Batman stuff. It's claiming all the comics are in good condition. Looks like we got a bunch more City of Light in there, which I don't have. But yeah, it looks like a bunch of stuff I don't have for the most part. Maybe a couple of duplicates of stuff I have. I bet you have very little in the duplicates. But yeah, this is a seller that, unlike many others have done recently, he didn't ship media mail. And like I said before, media mail is illegal. He actually used priority mail 2-day, and this package is heavier than most of the ones I received media mail. So there's really no excuse for using media mail to ship comics. I mean, I understand, like, that's probably the reason I get some of these lots as cheap as I do. But this is a fairly cheap lot, and it didn't have media mail. So it just goes to show you it's not necessary, as long as you figure your price and figure your shipping into your price. You know, it's not really mattering what the service is too much. Yeah, just like I said, bake it into your price is what you need to do. So we're going to crack this open, make sure it's 44 Batman comics in good condition or better. Guess I'll go ahead and give you the seller's name real quick. I lost the page. It's Blade 5150. So just like it sounds, BLADE 5150. And this is another seller that didn't hold me hostage for my feedback. He let me feedback first. So that's also another thing you should be doing as a seller every time. This right here is a good practice for cutting the middle, because like I said before, you don't know how close to the top the comics are. The comics can be packed to the rim. Let me aim y'all down here. You didn't see what I was doing, but I cut the sides first, and then I raised this part up and then cut through it. And that's just another precaution to keep you from cutting through the top comic, because sometimes you don't know how close to the top the comics are, and you may slip up and then punch through the tape and then end up gouging the comic out. So that's something to be mindful of when you're opening up a package like this. Alright, packing slip. Doesn't look like they put bubble wrap on it, but didn't really put any other protection. It looks like the comics are in bags and boards, so that offers its own protection to an extent. Box got a little banged up. Doesn't look like any particular corner is crushed in or nothing like that. So yeah, there might be a little banged up on some of these corners I'm seeing. But this guy definitely, it's not the best shipping or packaging you could have done, but it's not bad. Like I said, all the comics are bagged and boarded, and then he release covered that with this, and he fit it pretty close to a box that, you know, box pretty damn close to what the size of the lot is. What would I have done different? I would have put paper around each side, and I may not even use the bubble wrap, because the bubble wrap doesn't do as much. The bubble wrap typically didn't do as much as people think it does in protecting packages, especially something like this. This really wouldn't do much for protecting the corners from getting banged up. The bubble wrap actually did pretty much nothing from getting them banged up. If anything, the bag and board offered more protection than the bubble wrap did. Take the hell out of it, though. He'd have to do a shit ton of cutting on some packaging to get to the counter. It's something that could be done well without a whole bunch of tape on it. But yeah, the shipping job, I would say it's not bad. I'd say it's not great either. I give it just an average to good on the shipping review. But yeah, they all come bag and boarded, so like I said, it offers a little bit of extra resiliency. Look, as you can see, like maybe you can, maybe you can't. A lot of those corners got beat up. Now they're kind of crushed in. You can see it there, and that causes book damage. I mean, so you don't really want. I mean, it's good to have bags and boards, and that's obviously adding rigidity for the spine. But as far as protecting corners, the bag and board really ain't doing much, and the bubble wrap ain't doing much. So I suggest doing a little more if you're going to ship a big box of comics like that. Let's see. I guess I should probably count them out, make sure you got 44. Looks like you got a few there that aren't Batman. $30. $40. Yeah, 44. Looks like it'll be a pretty good comic lot. There's a bunch of stuff I don't have. Most of it's, just about all of it's Batman related. I saw one or two there that didn't have Batman on it. But yeah, we'll go through these one at a time as per usual. You guys can check out what's going on in my collection. And you know, with Batman, all of it does go to my collection. I don't typically sell them, but if you see something you have to have, go ahead and hit me up on here, and I'll let you know how to I'll let you know what avenue to go through there to get it. All right, so starting off there, that's Batman City of Light number 7. City of Light number 8. Batman the Ultimate Evil book 1 of 2. Batman the Ultimate Evil book 2 of 2. Here's some Arkham Asylum Living Hell, that's number 1, which I already have. Number 2, I don't think I have that one. I do have most of Living Hells though. Here's number 3, which I have. Number 4, which I have. Number 5. 6. Here's another City of Light. That's number 3. City of Light number 4. City of Light number 5. There's City of Light number 6. Here's the one I didn't recognize. Underworld Unleashed number 3. Doesn't appear to even have Batman on it. Maybe Batman's in it. Not quite sure when that was in the lot. You got a couple of 1 millions here. It's the main 1 millions book. Trying to see the numbers, but I can't find the numbers on them. A few 1 millions. There's another City of Light, that's number 1. City of Light number 2. Okay, Batman Gordon of Gotham number 1. Gordon of Gotham number 2. Gordon of Gotham number 3. and Gordon of Gotham #4. I always like getting the fully contained series like that. It's always a plus. Okay, here's Azrael 1 million. Here's Detective Comics 1 million, which I have. I have a cruddier copy than this one though, so that'll probably replace the one in my collection. Here's Nightwing 1 million. And we got a few of these Joker Last Laughs. Here's #1. It says this one's #1 as well. There might be alternate covers there. Joker Last Laugh. Not one I'm completely familiar with, but I considered it a Batman related, so I went ahead and got the lot. Okay, there's #2. There's #3. #4. #5. And #6 of 6. So there's another fully contained story. Here's another 1 million. See, these have a date on it, but I'm not seeing an issue number. But yeah, another 1 million comic. Here's a Batman Shadow of the Bat 1 million, which is one I don't have. Robin 1 million. Batman 1 million. So some Batman 1 million ones I didn't have. Here's Batman plus Arsenal. That's #1. Robin plus Impulse. The Robin plus Impulse. Here's Azrael plus The Question. That might be an interesting one. Here's one called Batman Devil's Asylum. Okay, Underworld Unleashed. I do remember this one now. This is, I guess, the first issue to that other one I was kind of confused about. But I do remember seeing that one now. And there's Underworld Unleashed, #2. So yeah, I'm happy with that. Definitely happy with that lot there. Yeah, it seemed to be 100% accurate. Shipping was very quick. It had a priority 2-day shipping, so it should have been quick. It wasn't packed all that great. As you can see, some of the corners, the boards are banged up. And when the corner of, you know anything about comics, when the corner of a board gets banged up, it's now soft. It didn't have any more rigidity to it. So it's just that much easier for a comic to get damaged after the fact. The corner's already crushed in on the board. It protected it the first time, but when that comic gets banged on that same corner again, it's going to damage that corner of the comic. So it's like, comics you care about, you want to switch them out of those banged up boards as quick as you can, just so that doesn't happen. But yeah, other than that, you just, not the greatest shipping job as far as the way it was packaged. It was not the worst either. And it was not shipped medium mail, so that's definitely a plus. It was shipped priority 2 days, just like I always say to do. But yeah, I'd say this is a top-notch seller and an A+ rating on the shipping and the, maybe not the shipping part, but overall A+. And again, the seller's name is Blade 5150, so BLADE 5150. Yeah, so check him out. It's a good idea what you can probably expect from ordering a comic lot from that dude. So check him out on eBay. Also check mine out on eBay. If you use the link below, it'll give you 5% off the item you purchase on eBay. But if you don't buy from me, you use that link, it's still going to support me because it's an affiliate link at no cost to you. It'll support me. And then the other stores I have listed below is Bonanza, Hip Comic, and eBid. And eBid I prefer that you use. If you have a PayPal account, you can sign up for eBid, and it'll save me a ton of fees. And for that reason, I'll give you 5% back, not just on the item like eBay, but I'll give you 5% back on the item and the shipping. Which for comics, the shipping will be the bigger part of that a lot of the time. So yeah, check out eBid. They're a great platform. They're not as well known as eBay, but they've been around for a really long time, and they use PayPal. And I know that eBay is kind of getting away from using PayPal as much. with the managed payments and all that. So if you get any kind of value from these videos, go ahead and hit like, subscribe. I plan to continue doing more of these. I do like showing off the comics added to my collection, but it's also more of a shipping review than anything. Because that was one of the things I wondered about the most before I started dumping a bunch of money buying lots on eBay, wondering how they're going to come. And sometimes you win, sometimes you don't. It's always a hit or miss, but it's always a net positive to me. So I say it's worth doing. Just research your sellers a little bit. See what the negatives are. They might have a whole bunch of positives, but see what their negatives are and how old those negatives are. That's also another good example of what you might be able to expect when buying on eBay. But yeah, I appreciate y'all hanging out once again. We'll see y'all next time.